Myself, Dr. Abhilash, and this is my presentation based on a randomized control trial to evaluate the role of oral doxycycline in treating fungal keratitis. I have no financial disclosure. Coming to introduction, fungal keratitis being the most common severe form with 15 to 25% of perforation rate, and we needed TPK rate of 20 to 40%. Outcomes were poorer in large fungal ulcers. When compared with bacterial, the cost of care for fungal keratitis is more than 3 times. The doxycycline is a broad-spectrum antibiotic. It is an effective metal iron chelator and which inhibits MPP activity. Doxycycline appears to have a greater effect on inhibiting collagenase that causes corneal melting. Most of our topical drugs are fungistatic that does not address the ongoing process of corneal melting. And the use of the anti-metalloproteinase such as doxycycline therefore has an advantage in treating ongoing stromal necrosis, thereby directing management at stabilizing corneal melting. The purpose of this study is to evaluate the efficiency of oral doxycycline for its matrix metalloproteinase inhibitor role in the treatment of fungal keratitis to prevent disease progression and corneal perforation. Coming to methodology, it is a prospective randomized double-blinded placebo trial which was conducted in 363 patients for a period of 2 years. And the outpatient department from the corneal clinic at Srikaran Institute of Ophthalmology, Kakinada. Inclusion criteria: all patients with diagnosis of fungal corneal ulcer which are confirmed by smear and/or culture on dextrose agar were included. Either sex of age in between the 14 to 80 years were included. Coming to our exclusion criteria, we excluded 1A patient aged less than 14 years and more than 80 years, pregnant and lactating female, patients who received prior treatment elsewhere for more than 1 week, and large ulcers greater than 8 mm in diameter, and also impending perforation and which requires surgical intervention. We measured incidence of perforation and incidence of surgical intervention. On our intervention, a total of 410 participants were recruited in the trial. Among them, Group A were divided, Group A and Group B. Group A received doxycycline 100 milligrams BD for 15 days. In Group B, they received oral placebo, mimicking similar dosage and duration respective along. As required by the physician, both groups received antifungal treatment. In Group A, we lost 13 members, and in Group B, we lost 34 patients. And the study was completed with 192 participants in Group A and 171 participants in Group B, a total of 363. It is a simple randomized allocation was done using computer-generated sequence, allocation concealed, and each participant was assigned an order number and received the capsule in the corresponding pre-packaged opaque envelope. The participant as well as the primary care providers were blinded, and the code was broken only after data collection was completed. Coming to our results, age and sex were equally distributed in both the groups. The ulcer size, depth, and causative organism were equally distributed in both the groups. Only 39 cases in doxycycline group required surgical intervention when compared to 55 in the placebo group, which was statistically significant. And the doxycycline group also have only 4 cases of corneal perforation when compared to 11 in the placebo groups, which was also significant. This was our results, and incidentally, we found that in our area, fusarium was more common in both doxy as well as the placebo group. And in doxycycline, we did therapeutic penetrating keratoplasty in 20.3%. In placebo group, we did 30.4%, and perforation rate was 2.1% in doxycycline group, and it was 6.4% in placebo group. And I want to conclude, oral doxycycline with its matrix metalloproteinase inhibitor activity has a promising role as an adjuvant therapy in fungal keratitis when started early in the treatment period by reducing the chances of ulcer progression to corneal perforation and also decreasing the need for surgical intervention. Thank you.
What is the information from earlier studies, doctor? because this is a known fact that doxycycline does help in stabilization of the corneal melting. But are there any similar studies done earlier?
Yes, sir. There are similar studies based on the doxycycline, but what they suggested they did not mention the depth of the ulcer. Only based upon the thinning of the ulcer, they started the doxycycline study, which shows the promising results.
And exact what was the dose which they studied, like 15 days only doxy, or it is more than that, and at what point?
They studied only for the 15 days. Actually, we also studied only for the 15 days because in our study based after the 15 days, either the ulcer progressed to a very to the therapeutic penetrating keratoplasty or it resolved.
Thank you.
Hello. Just I want to ask you, do you repeat it again? Means you mean to say after 15 days means you feel if
No, sir. By the 15 days, as it becomes thin, we took the patient to surgical intervention or the ulcer heals, sir.
Even post-operative, you don't advise doxy?
No, sir.
Just to prevent recurrence.
But I congratulate you for the good work. The study design is very good. And I think getting so many fungal ulcers for this is very difficult, following it up. I appreciate the hard work behind this study.